The other day, I did a fairly lengthy video talking about the Intellivision Amico, some of my concerns, things that I've seen with the community out there, some of the drama that was going on. And today, I just want to kind of elaborate more on what my main concern is with this device, because I feel since the Intellivision Amico was announced and all the information that's been put out there, in my opinion, I do feel like the company's done better than some as far as communication goes. And I feel like what they've shaped this thing to be, saying what it's supposed to be, every game must be rated E for everyone, it's a family device, that kind of thing. I feel like they've been pretty upfront with what this console's supposed to be from the get-go. It still doesn't negate my concerns. I know what they want this thing to be. I know what their vision is supposed to be, and how they've limited themselves on purpose with this. But after having looked at the games and everything, for the most part, I'm not really all that intrigued by most of the stuff I've seen. I've been upfront with that. A lot of the games just seem fairly generic. Some have a little flashiness to it, but overall they do have that mobile look to it. And some people may be fine with that. My one thing with that is I saw a lot of comments out there. And I do appreciate everybody who watched my previous video and were civil. You know, a lot of people sharing their thoughts and opinions, positive or negative. But some of the people who are looking forward to this device, one of the most common things I've seen, besides like, yeah, I want a family-friendly device, one of the more common things that I saw was people stating that they just like the simpler times. They love these, simpler games. And I can appreciate that, as I do as well. Some of my all-time favorite games are old-school arcade games that are very simple, that just basically had left and right movement and one button to shoot type of thing. So for some people who like that kind of stuff, who are more into like, hey, couch co-op, no online multiplayer, no crazy flashiness, sure, there might be something here for you. Maybe in the long run, there might be more for me. I appreciate those kind of games. And when I look at the games that have been shown and announced for the Intellivision Amico, my first main thought is like, okay, yeah, a lot of it looks like mobile games. Like, I'll get over that. But my next initial thought is like, okay, a lot of this looks like those quick quarter munching games for redemption tickets at the arcade. Like a lot of stuff, and a lot of arcade games are mobile ports that are adapted for arcade play. So that's the kind of vibe I get for it, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but my main concern is the future for this device. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I don't even think this thing will ever come out. I believe it's going to come out, but where is the success going to, fall? Where is it going to fall on the line of success with this device? How well are they going to do? Is this just going to be a one-time boom? We drop it, we get our initial sales, and we bail type of thing? Because my main concern is the developers. How do they attract developers to this device to continue making games, to continually bringing out new stuff that's supposed to be an Intellivision exclusive? Even ports must be unique in some way. And I've spoke on this very heavily, that I feel like there's going to be a lot of like just cheap stuff thrown on here with minor tweaks to make it an Intellivision exclusive. And then for companies who can't make money, maybe they port it elsewhere and they change it so the Intellivision version stays the Intellivision version, and then they put a new version elsewhere that maybe people would rather play elsewhere. I don't know. But my concern is how do you attract developers to this device? How do you keep them on board? And how does this thing continue to attract new, potential buyers, people buying games? How does this remain profitable? Not for Intellivision necessarily, because how are they measuring their success? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I know they're not trying to compete with the PlayStation, the Xbox, and Switch. And a lot of companies go out there putting these little niche devices on the market, and they're just that little blip in time type of thing. And my hope is for this to not be the same kind of thing, because there's people out there who are legit excited for it. I've already given you guys my categories of people who, the way conversations go with the Intellivision. You got those people who are really, like, honestly excited. You got those people kind of in the middle, not really too concerned. They're kind of excited. They kind of don't care. It's all over the place. And you do have those taint lickers who they just want to like bash anybody who has anything of an ounce of a critical thought on anything they've seen so far with this, because for one reason or another, they're in some kind of cult. They're worshiping Tommy Tallarico and the Amico, which I just think is ridiculous. Criticism, like I stated in my previous video, is a freaking good thing, dude. Now, a lot of content creators out there, they do suck on that taint to try to continue to get like that specific corner of the market as far as views go, like-minded. You know, it's everybody wants those like-minded people to be around, but it goes further than that. People think being positive with everything continually will get them review products and things like that. That's another little subset of the content creator marketplace out there. You have those people who are just overly positive. Everything's rainbows and freaking unicorns, and there's no criticism. Like everything's positive. We got to be positive. I mean, people who are not living in the real world, I think it's delusional in a sense. When anybody has a little ounce of criticism towards something, you have people bashing them because everything's got to be positive. Well, I hate to break it to you, not everything is fucking positive. There's issues out there. And myself and plenty of other content creators out there who have an ounce of criticism that's legit towards certain devices, I think it causes good in the long run. Look at many companies out there, and I can name a few that I've seen who've taken to heart criticisms that people have had through YouTube, through reviews on Amazon, just in general, throwing things out there on social media, and wound up fixing their products, changing their products, or just becoming, you know, more in tune with what the market wants type of thing. I've seen Retrobit change for the better. I've seen at games, holy crap, ass games. Like, they took it to heart what I was saying about their products and what many others were saying about their products, and they changed their vision for what they wanted to put out there. Are they above criticism? No, none of these companies are. They can still be criticized for the things they do, but I've seen a lot of these companies take criticism and develop better products. You know what I mean? Retro Fighters is another one that I've seen. I've seen plenty of them. Arcade 1-Up. When they first launched their designs, they had so many little issues, and there was people criticizing that stuff, including myself, and then we get attacked by the fanboys. And it's fine. You want to attack, make yourself look like a fool, go ahead. But what happens? Like, I still don't care about Arcade 1-Up, but I can see with my own eyes, I can hear with my own ears, and I can taste with my own goddamn tongue that these guys have started doing a better job with their products. They've upped their quality. They, you know, if nobody would say anything, these companies would still be stuck in doing just piss poor products, thinking that it's okay. Just quick, cash grab type things. And, you know, so my point is, like, Intellivision's not above that. Their product's not out there yet, but we've seen what we've seen. We get to criticize what we criticize, and hopefully some of this stuff may turn out okay in the end. But at the same time, I kind of went on this whole tangent here, but my main point is, with this to remain a success, for this to be continually being something that people think about and want to game on, the developer support needs to be there. And if these guys are only getting 50% of whatever they sell their game for, and Intellivision is taking 50% off of that, that's going to have an issue that occurs as far as continued support for the device, as far as companies actually making money, or you're going to have quick pump and dump, little pump out crap, put it on the Amico, and make a couple bucks type of thing. Now, there's indie developers out there who put a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and money into producing their content, and if they can't make money off of it, why would they develop for this device? I mean, the device has to have an installed user base in order to sell games. So once that's there, if it does get there, you got to attract these developers to the system. And right now, I'm not seeing too much in the way of developers being attracted to the console. Maybe we'll get Wisdom Tree with some Bible games. I don't freaking know. Noah's Ark type stuff. No clue. But for this to be a product that in the future continues to attract people to it, consumers, the developers have to be there. And if they can't make money with all these 10 commandments of game design, I mean, it could be something where the first month it comes out, you get a couple games, and after that, nobody's developing for it anymore.
I mean, who knows? That's what my main concern is developers not being treated fairly as far as how much money they could make, being where some of them may just say, you know what, screw it, we're going to be scumbags and just put out crap and hope that it passes the Intellivision quality control scale of, you know, simple, fun, and whatever, get put on the system and rate a 7 out of 10 or higher, and it actually passes through and gets launched, and it took them 2 minutes on a Sunday to make a game. I mean, is that what we're going to see happen? These are all just things that could foreseeably be a problem, and I'm just seeing them now as far as being an issue that will hinder the success of this device. I feel like we know it's a weaker system, but it's what you do with it, what's going to be out there, and hopefully, you know, things work out all right for the people who want this thing. But, you know, myself, I just have to be realistic. Looking at these 10 commandments of game design has me a little concerned. They've been fairly upfront with all of this stuff from the get-go, but it just really seems like it's going to limit this product and hinder its success in the long run. Will it be profitable for the company? Maybe. But as far as being a long-standing option that's out there that people become interested in on launch, a week after launch, 6 months, a year, 2 years, like how long is this going to be on the market and actually be something of interest? That's what I'm concerned with. The longevity of this product, as far as actually having games being developed for it that people may or may not have fun with. I mean, quality stuff that sticks within this 10 commandments of game design is what I'm curious to see happen. So let me know what you guys think down below. Really do appreciate all of you guys. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye!